What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious here, and I'm here for another edition of your favorite series. Here we go, finding the Pittsburgh Steelers of the Premier Madden League. We are here. We are in week 5 now. We just played the San Francisco 49ers. Now we got to play the Seattle Seahawks, so we're sticking in the NFC West. First, let me show you how to apply to the Premier Madden League, the best league you could be a part of if you're playing Madden, if you're a part of CFMs. There's no league better than the Premier Madden League between competition and content. And here is the website over here. You get the Premier Madden League, PremierMadden.com. You got your rules. You got your apply button here. You're gonna go ahead and hit apply, and then you're just gonna start your application. Put forward some information. You'll get an email saying if you're a fit or not. Once you're a fit, you would try out, and then from tryouts, if you're really a fit, they'll go ahead and put you in our Discord server where you'll join our coaching carousel. And from the coaching carousel, you show that you're interested in the league. When the team comes open, you'll be the first to take that team. So this is some of the content that you can see here. We got week 4 Steelers versus 49ers, so that's just a stream. You also got the Talking PML, which is a podcast that we have, and we have a bunch of tweaks. But let's jump into the episode. Let's jump into our film room where we break down our last game, which was against the 49ers. Let's go over that, and let's see what we did last game where we could make some changes. All right, so here we are with another play, and the reason that I'm showing this is we game planned. We game planned, and we wanted to make sure that we were playing the run really well. So we're game planning. We're trying to play the run really well. And we want this guy to pass it. And this is a 1st and 10, and this might be minimal to most, but it's big for me. So it's big for me and big for the game plan. So he's going to come out, and he's actually just going to run a stretch to the left, thinking that he's going to get some easy yardage. We come out, he's in a 2nd and 10. That immediately affects his mindset going forward. All right, running against this team is going to be tough. So maybe I have to pass. Then very next play he passes, he gets it incomplete. It ends up 3rd and 10. Now he's in a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 10. We're able to send a little bit of pressure. He's not able to get the ball out in time. Next thing you know, he's off the field. Actually, he's kicking a field goal, then he's off the field. We don't give up 7. So this is a really good job by us to make sure that we're taking away the run and making him a little more one-dimensional and making our life easy. So let's move on and let's see if there's something else we could point out. All right, so I'm going to bring up this play because this is just another game planning thing. This is knowing how to game plan, knowing what to game plan for. So I knew this user. We did a scout report. He likes to baseline. Best way to beat baseline is the weaknesses of baseline. You got 2 high safeties all the time, so the run, you never have a stack box, or you never having the numbers inside. And then also when we're running a wing, we're running a trio, we're running something where most of the receiving options are on one side of the field. The defense doesn't match up well. As you could see, he's got one cornerback on the right hand side just doing nothing, just holding his strong, or whatever you want to say, just doing nothing. He's guarding nobody. Nobody's over here. He's doing nothing. He's just out in no man's land. You got the safety over here. He's out in no man's land, not really doing anything. You got 3 linebackers here. They're just here for the run. They're not even outside. We got 2 receivers here, and then we got 1 guy here, and we got a 1 safety here. We got this guy on the line, and we can worry about that guy actually taking this guy. Then it creates an issue, but we'll take that chance. That's what the RPO is. You're supposed to make that read. We read that he's not going with this guy. Look at us. So let me backtrack that a little bit. Let it run a little bit. So watch right after the snap. Watch this guy. Watch what happens. Once we see him commit, we're making a throw. All right, he commits. Bang. We're making a throw. Look at all this space in front of him. So the baseline, everybody committed to the run. You didn't have the numbers on the outside. Look at all the space. Easy 10 to 15 yards, 20 yards, 25 yards. I can't even count how many yards we got just on that one play. So the baseline, knowing how to attack it, knowing the easy ways to attack it. There's obviously different ways to attack it. That's one of the easy ways. Put the defense in bad predicaments, and you'll be all set with the baseline. Now the benefits of baseline, you don't know what the defense is calling. But if you're running simple stuff like that, you don't really need to. Let's jump forward. Let's see if there's something else we could point out. All right, so here we are with another play, and this is actually a big play. This ends up being a really big play. It's a 3rd and inches. He's trying to get a quick first down, and he's a run-heavy team, so he's just going to hand it off to his power back and try to get a quick first down. We do a phenomenal job with the user. This is a good job with the user for just forcing. You don't even have to make the play. Just forcing the running back to make a bad decision is just as good as making the tackle yourself. So watch what we do with our user. We know he's most likely running it. We are overcommitting for the run. We see how right after the snap how the offense reacts. It looks like a run. So we're running full force down to the left side. So he turns that way, boom. We're running full force. As you can see, we're right here with Minka Fitzpatrick. We run full force. He's not going outside. He sees us, boom. He tries to cut it up inside, and then watch what happens. Nothing but bodies there. Cut it up inside, and he's running right into Cameron Hayward's hands. And now he's running hurry up. He's going to run hurry up quick. He's going to try to get a quick throw. He's going to try to get a quick first down. I doubt he has anything that's going to be a beater right now. He's thinking just the first down, keep this drive extended. Don't do anything too crazy. So what we do, we already adjusted our flats to play a little shorter, knowing that he was throwing really short routes. So let's just play this out and show you what happens. Now we're Minka Fitzpatrick again. We got everything low, and then we're just gonna play center field and see if there's anything. And then we brought our guy up, and that was all to show him, hey, you're not running it. We're not gonna let you run it. We don't want him to run it in this situation because he's got 1 yard. He finds a little bit of space. 1 yard's easy, especially with a power back. 1 yard's easy, so we don't want him to run. So we committed like we're selling out for the run. He goes with a pass, and then he's gonna try to make a quick throw. Bang. We got a guy there for an interception that ends up being a touchdown. So a great job adjusting by me. A great job of also selling something to the offense to make them uncomfortable or make them make a decision that they shouldn't make. Great job all around with that. So let's move forward. Let's see if we can point out anything else in this game. All right, so here we are with another play. In this play, the reason I'm bringing this up is because we scouted for this. We actually scouted for this. But we saw it out of regular gun bunch. We didn't see it out of this this open set with no running back. So we were used to the regular gun bunch that he was using it out of. But what's going to happen is this guy's going to run a spot go concept. He's going to go to the middle, he's going to spot, and then he's going to go upfield. And where user and Minka, it's 2nd and 9. And we kind of take Minka out of the play because we're looking at George Kittle. So this is another instance where we're user and Minka, but we don't do a good job making sure that he can't beat us deep. So let's run this play. You're going to see exactly where I make my mistake. George Kittle's going across field. We kind of hover over here. As you can see, we're right here. We're hovering that way. Here comes the spot go concept right there. Boom. Wide open. He's going to throw that. Easy touchdown for him. Nobody in front of him. Easy touchdown. So we gave up a 40-yard touchdown. This is so the play before this we kind of got screwed by Madden, but the first touchdown before this was a big play. This was a big play. We got to do a better job of not giving up big play TDs. We definitely got to work on that moving forward. That's the next step for our defense. No big play TDs, make them work for it at least. And a lot of it has to do with me taking my user out of play. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else we could point out. Alright, so let me set the landscape for this. It is 17-14, second quarter, 37 seconds left. We could kick 3 and then we get the ball at half. So let's see what we decide to do here. We're deciding to pass it on 1st and 10. We're running a little flood type of concept, you know, crosser across the field, drag underneath, and it's a high-low read. So let's run it. Let's see what happens. He's using this guy, so we're like, all right, he's got the drag. This guy's going to come open, but it's going to come open like right here. And we wait too long to throw this. He's open right now. We should have threw it right here. We wait too long. We wait too long. Now we're throwing it. We throw it way too late. There's 3 guys in the vicinity, and we get a throw out of sack animation as well, and it leads to an easy pick, gives him the ball back. We don't get 3. Luckily, he doesn't score on it, so it ain't that bad, but we don't get 3. We don't get points, and we give the ball back when we could have added points to our score. Let's move forward. We can't make mistakes like that, but let's move forward, and let's see if there's something else we could point out from this game. Alright, so we're bringing up this play because this is something I noticed with my own run game that I don't like. We like to run stretches, and we like to run stretches in a way. Um, we like to bang them inside a little too early. So I think every stretch I run, we're usually looking for a cutback inside. We're not really running the stretch to get outside. We're running the stretch to fake outside, cut up inside, get the defense flowing one side. So let's see what we do here. I think we give up on the outside a little too early on this one. So let's run it right here. You can see if we run to the right, we're looking at this hole. This is a nice size hole. But if we keep running to the right, we got two on the edge here. We got two double teams here. And we got one linebacker. We got a guy there. I think if we stretch it to the outside, we have a better chance. Look at us. We try to go inside. We try to actually cut back into this hole. We get held up. We end up getting to the outside over there. And it ends up in a easy stop for the defense. Easy stop. I think could have been an easy first down. We end up in 3rd and 4 instead, and have to try to get a first down on this play. So I just brought up that play just to show you, like sometimes we make good runs, but sometimes we overthink or over exaggerate what we have to do on that. Like we cut it inside way too fast. We do that with jet sweeps too, where we cut it inside too fast and don't really test that boundary. So we got to do a better job of remaining true to the run and also not being a one-trick pony. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else we can point out from our game. So that pretty much did it for our game. A few things we took away. We got to be better with the run on certain situations. We had a really good run earlier in the game. Then we had a really bad run at one point. We had a few bad runs, but that one was really bad. We also had some mistakes with our user Minka Fitzpatrick. We got to do a better job when we're doing that. We got to do a better job when we're going up against certain formations. When we're going up against a 5 wide, we really don't need to send an extra blitzer. We should have coverage back there, maybe even a man coverage, because we don't have to worry about the run. There's certain things we could definitely work on moving forward. Now let's jump over to the Seahawks. Let's take a look at their game. Let's see what stuff we can point out from their game specifically. Alright, so here we are with the Seahawks, and they actually played a divisional rival in the Baltimore Ravens. So this is actually a really good game for us to watch, just to see what some stuff they did against the Ravens to help stop Lamar, and also to see what they did against the Ravens as far as defensively, because he's not the greatest passer. He's more of a rusher with Lamar in that offense. So we'll see how he played defense, and then also we'll see how he attacked him on a run game. And maybe that's something we can implement when we play the Ravens. So let's move forward. Let's see what we can point out in some key parts in the Seahawks game that we could possibly exploit. Alright, so here we are with the Seahawks, and we're actually going to go on his stream so we can see exactly what kind of stuff he's doing on defense, maybe some adjustments, zone drops, whatever we could pull out. Right now, he's running a outside zone or whatever it is. But I wanted to bring up this play because watch what happens. He, goes to motion somebody over. That's the word I was looking for. But he goes to motion somebody over, and what he does is end up on his offensive lineman. Now that stuff in the game only happens during a run. So if he shows that he clicks on an offensive lineman, we know it's a run. We could run commit immediately. So right now, once we see that, we hit R1, we hit to the run right, just in case, because we don't want him to get to the outside. If we do middle, he might be able to get to the outside on us. We're going to click run right, and then we're going to have everybody just come up and try to stop the run. Now, with him, it's stop the run. Stop the run, make him throw it. He'll throw some wild-ass jump balls and stuff like that, and we'll just have to hope for our defensive backs to make a play. But we're not really too worried about his passing attack. It's been the same for the last 4 weeks. We haven't really faced somebody where we're worried about their passing attack. We faced a bunch of people that, if they're able to establish the run or get the run going, they're going to be dangerous. If they're not able to get the run going, we could definitely do something on defense and make them uncomfortable. So let's go forward and let's see if there's something else we could point out. Alright, so we're going to point out this play, and I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but last play he dumped it off to his running back, and this play he's going to do the same. But the interesting part about this is watch X. Look at X, wide open. He could have easily completed it to X, ended up somewhere in this vicinity, probably at the 10, got some run after catch, but he goes to his running back underneath. Goes to his running back, gives him the ball. He gets to the 20. If he hit X, his tight end, he might have been, in the 15 or the 10. It might have been a bigger game, but he decided to just dump it off. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. It was the same thing with the San Francisco 49ers. So we started off with our zone drops at 10 and just coming up and playing it. But the more he threw underneath, the more we snuck up a little bit. We went from 10 to 5. We didn't go 10 to 0. We went 10 to 5 to see what happens. So we might do something like that again. Now let's move forward. Let's see what else happens in this game that we could point out. Alright, so this is why we pulled up his stream. We are looking at his defensive adjustments. Curl flats 20, hooks 10. So he's not touching are those both flats? No, his hooks and his curl flats. He hasn't touched his flats. He's going to leave his flats the way they are. But curl flats 20. So if he's putting a purple out there, it's 20 yards. Hooks 10. So the guys in the middle are going to play 10 yards. That means maybe we could hit some posts over the middle. That could definitely be in the game plan. Some attack him over the middle, hit some posts over the middle, because we know he's putting deep coverage on the outside all the way to the 20, but he's not really going too deep in the middle. So let's see how it affects his gameplay. Let's see if there's something we could point out. Maybe even the Ravens hit him over the middle. So let's take a look and see what happens. Alright, so this is perfect. A couple plays later, we see exactly how it happens and how it works. So he's running a little blitz, but this guy is going to be the middle read. He's by himself in the middle read. He's using the outside a little bit. I guess he likes to use it outside. We'll have to pay attention to that moving forward. But he's got him in the middle read, and watch what happens. He plays underneath. He plays his 10 yards. Look at this. Look at this guy, butt ass naked over the middle. Look how much space he has. He's going to get an easy completion for a nice gain, setting up the Ravens in a good situation. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else he does. I think he set it to 5. Hold on, we could go back a little bit and see what happens there. So he might have actually changed it to 5, then switched it back. Nope, he had it on 10. He had it on 10. Let's see what he does, though. Just thinking about it. Puts it to 0, puts it to default. All right. So he puts it to default after a big gain. So maybe he doesn't run it at 10 against us. So we can't hang our hat that he's going to run his hook curls at 10. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else we could point out. Alright, so here we are. We're taking a look at another play. And what I want to point out is, again, we see him on the outside. Look at him right there. He's using digs. He's playing the wide side of the field, and he's playing outside. He's not playing inside. So watch what happens. The inside is playing where they are. You got this guy here, you got this guy here. He's way over here. Look at all the space right here. And he's going to find that easy. Boom. Nice completion. So we could clear him out and get a play like that for an easy gain, an easy first down and stuff like that. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll overload one side and then look for a backside dig, especially if we could get the blocking. Alright, I wanted to point this out. So basically, he ran a lot of zone early on, but now he's switching to man, and he's one of the users in the league that utilizes a lot of man coverage. So we got to be able to identify when he is running man and be able to have quick hitters out there for man coverage. So just wanted to point that out. Have man beaters ready, because he does like to run a lot of man. Unlike a lot of other people in this league. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else we can point out. Alright, so I wanted to bring up this play because this is something we did against the 49ers. The Ravens didn't do it the way we did it to the Seattle Seahawks, but we did something against the 49ers like this, where we had everybody up against the line on a 3rd and short or a 4th and short situation, and we got pick 6 out of it. This is a little different because he is actually running a man blitz. He's showing a lot of pressure, but he's also setting a lot of pressure. So let's see how this plays out. You could see that he has the same reaction as the 49ers user, where he's just going to look for a quick throw, get the ball out, get a quick first down. But this works out for him because of the play call and the play concept. As you can see, his corner gets rubbed up against there. Here comes Julio Jones wide open even before the pressure could get there. So boom, catches it. He actually switches to the wrong guy. He ends up with a free touchdown. So if we could fake the pressure and fake like everybody's coming, then we could possibly get him to throw into a mistake. So on a short situation, a third and short, fourth and short situation, we could possibly get a pick out of the situation. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else we could point out. Okay, so we want to take a look at this play, and we want to keep this in mind within the game. It's kind of what we do. It's a lot of what a lot of players do. We add it versus the Colts as well. Taking your safeties out of the play, taking your deep zone out of the play. He's using Aaron Diggs. He's running a cover 2 man, so he's using Aaron Diggs. He's gonna take him out of the play, and watch what happens because of that. So he comes across. He finds this guy coming across. He's gonna come down and attack that hard, and then watch what happens. Right over the top, this guy's gonna get wide open for an easy touchdown right to Carter. Nobody's gonna catch him. Actually, he's gonna celebrate and go out at the 1. But what an easy play, just because he decided to be overly aggressive with his user, and that's something we have an issue with, but that's something he obviously would do. So we got to keep an eye on that to see if he's doing that, and maybe even take our shot against him in that situation. So let's move forward. Let's see if there's something else we could point out in this game. Alright, so here we are with another play, and he has a cloud flat over here, and he has his flat set to 0. So he's running this this cover 6, cover 9 type of look, and he's gonna actually bring his defensive back. Look at how far in he comes. He comes about from right here to right here. Now that might not seem like a lot on the screen, but that's a few yards. And then you're gonna watch this one play TD just because of that adjustment that he made. So he has a cloud flat over there. Let's go back. Let's see if you could tell right off the line what he's running. So they're both pressed on the outside, so it's tough to tell what he's running. But once he makes this movement, he's just going to peek on that outside. Look at that. The cloud flat stays at 0. And look at this guy. He's already wide open. You're throwing it immediately. Look at that. To the sideline. Boom. Bateman catches it. Easy touchdown. Jamal Adams is not making up that much ground. So he took his guy completely out of the play just by making a simple adjustment. And that's something we could take advantage of if we pay attention. Alright, so that pretty much does it for the Seahawks game. Things we took out of it: he likes to mess with his zone adjustments. He likes to play the outside, take away the outside route, take away the flood concepts on the sideline. If you start hitting him through the middle, he'll switch that up on you. He'll make some adjustments. He likes to run a lot of man late in the game, likes to show a lot of zone early on, a lot of man later on. And then also we picked up, if he is ahead, he likes to drop back. He likes to play off coverage. Bend but don't break, make you earn your way back into the game. So that's just a smart thing. Maybe that's something we could take for our game. Defensively, his offense, he likes to roll out. He likes to roll with his routes. Like, he won't sprint outside the pocket, but he likes to roll a little bit with his routes to make the window a little wider. He will hit you in the shallow to intermediate, so he will stretch your linebackers, your flat players, your hook curls. He'll stretch that. If you're running zone, he'll take his occasional shot deep, but that's usually a jump ball to Julio Jones. Other than that, I think we could definitely handle what he has on offense. I don't really think it's going to be a tough game, tough offense to stop. If we stop the run, we're going to have a lot of success. And that's going to be the game plan. Stop the run, make them pass it, and then make our adjustments from there. Offensively, we're going to run it, and we're also going to try to take advantage of the middle. After he makes the adjustment to go to the middle, once he starts running man coverage, we'll have our man beaters ready. So that's going to do it. Let's jump over to the game and let's see what we're dealing with this week in game. Alright, everybody, so here we are with week 5. We are playing the Seattle Seahawks. They're 2-2. We are 3-1, sitting at the top of the AFC North right now. Let's take a look at their team and go over the game plan a little bit. So a lot like the other users that we played this season, we don't want him to run the ball. That's when he's most comfortable. We want him to pass the ball. He does have Tyler Lockett, Julio Jones, both really good weapons. He's got a solid tight end. His offensive line is okay. Ryan Kelly's a really good addition that he added. Other than that, it's not really the greatest offensive line. Defensive line is subpar as well. Taking a look at, I don't know if he runs a 3-4 or 4-3. But I really feel like we could attack his front 7. Doesn't look like the best. Jordan Brooks is a solid piece. His defense as a whole, like, he doesn't have any crazy pieces. Kenny Moore is a nice little piece, and Jamal Adams, obviously. But offensively, we want to run the ball. Defensively, we want to stop the run. So that's basically what we're going to do. On our side, there's nothing we really have to change. I don't believe there was any changes this past week. So I think we're good for the most part. I might change. No. All right. Yeah, we're not changing anything. Let's jump over to practice and let's do our weekly training for the week. And hopefully everybody comes out healthy. All right, so here we are with the weekly training, and just taking a look, we are focus training JT Daniels, George Pickens, Riley Mills, Ahmad Gardner, Jordan Davis, and Jeremiah Moon. Taking a look at our ranks, total defensive rank we're 23rd, total offensive rank we're 7th, defensive scoring we're 20th, offensive scoring we're 11th, defensive total yards per game we're 22nd, offensive total yards per game we're 3rd, defensive pass yards per game we're 26th, offensive yards per game, pass yards per game we're 14th, defensive rush yards per game we're 15th, offensive rush yards per game were 8th. Defensive turnovers were 23rd with 9. Offensive turnovers were number 9 with 9. So we're doing a good job holding the ball. We want to get that turnover ratio positive. So hopefully that's something we could do this week. Now let's sim training. Let's hope everybody comes out healthy. I think if we have a healthy team, we'll be ahead of the game. So let's take a look. Offense. Nobody on offense is injured. Taking a look at the defense real quick. All right. Ooh, Ahmad Gardner. Oh, Lord. We lost Gardner for a week. That's tough. So Gardner's out for this week. So we got to go into our depth chart and edit that. So let's go over there and let's make sure that we get our depth chart set. All right, so taking over for Ahmad Gardner is going to be Bradley Roby. He's going to take over as number 1. Justin Lane's going to stay in his number 2 spot. That's also going to change our slot corner, so let's go over there and make sure that's all set. We got Bradley Roby there. We're going to actually change that. We're going to put David Arnett and Marvin Tell. We'll put Marvin Tell there, and then we'll put David Arnett second. And yeah, that's what we're going to run with. You know, it sucks losing somebody like Ahmad Gardner, our number 1 corner. But I think we'll be able to withstand the loss. You know, it's not a great passing attack, so we're not too worried about it. Watch him throw for like 400 on us now. But that's pretty much it. Now we have to jump into the game. Let's see how we do against the Seattle Seahawks. Alright, so here we are, the Seattle Seahawks sitting at 2-2, come in to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers go to Seattle. The 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers and the 2-2 Seattle Seahawks. As you see, JT Daniels drop back and he got a wide open Chase Claypool for a touchdown, making it early 6-0 as we missed the field goal. And here we are with the Seahawks. They're going to drop back for their first pass. It's going to be intercepted by Minkah Fitzpatrick. What a play by Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's why you pay that man that money. And then we're going to have Najee Harris punch it right in. The running back, the young running back, is having a great season, following up a phenomenal season last season with another great season. So now after a touchdown, it is 19-7, and here are the Seattle Seahawks before half marching downfield scoring. So it's 19-14. Now JT Daniels dropping back. He's gonna make an errant throw as his safety picks it off. I think that's Kenny Moore that picks it off, or actually I think that was Reed Jr. with the interception. Nice pick off by him. He's gonna drive here in the second half to make it 21-19. Well, 22-19 after he goes for 2. But here he is. It's 22-19. He's gonna run a little play action, find somebody wide open as we sold out for the run on 4th and inches. Here it is, 29-19. We're going to find Albert O underneath. He's going to get into the end zone, making it 29-25. And that's pretty much going to be a final score as the Seattle Seahawks top the Pittsburgh Steelers 29-25. The Pittsburgh Steelers move to 3-2. They are now tied with the Cleveland Browns, and they move on to next week and when they play the Baltimore Ravens. All right, so here we are with the final. We lost... It doesn't have the scoreboard anymore. 29-25. The Seattle Seahawks inch out the win. Did a good job on the ground. Did a good job with quick passes. We missed some big throws. We had some mistakes. Taking a look, we had 3 turnovers. He had 3, so we were even on that. Third down conversions, we were 3 for 7. He was 3 for 6. Fourth down, he was 2 for 2, a couple big ones, 1 for 1 on 2-point conversions. Red zone percentage, 4 for 4. We were 4 for 5. We had a big turnover in the red zone. 20 minutes to 19, so it was a pretty solid game. 18 of 27, 257, and 66% completion percentage. This was the story of the game, I think, mostly. JT Daniels against man coverage had some open guys, completely missed them, and Tua in man coverage, hit his wide receivers. So it is what it is. It was tight throws, and they both tried, and Tua succeeded. JT Daniels did not. So has to do a little bit with not having the quarterback to make those man beater throws. Najee Harris 18 for 89. Chris Carson was 17 for 88. We both had 1 TD. Both averaged about 5 yards a carry. Tank Bigsby had 5 for 39. We didn't even get a run with James Robinson. Receiving Gerald Everett 6 for 106. Albert O was 4 of 59, big touchdown late. 3 of 32 for Najee. Mike Evans 3 of 31. We were 2 for 41 with Laporte. We had the early TD by Chase Claypool, 2 for 59. We should have ran that play again. Definitely would have got a touchdown out of that. This also, a bunch of sacks given up. Not very good blocking from us today. A couple holds in key situations. Tackles for loss, TJ Watt had 1, Bush had 1, Hayward had 1. We had 2 sacks, 1 from Bush, 1 from TJ. Interceptions, he had 3, DJ Reed, Ronald Darby, and Kenny Moore. Minka Fitzpatrick had 1. We should have had another one at one point, but unfortunately it didn't work out for us. I don't know if it was the adjustment we made, but they didn't make a play when we need to. We tried this user switch, and it still didn't work. Forced fumbles, Justin Lane had 1, Bradley Roby had 1. I thought one was actually from Minka, but I think I guess he didn't do anything on play. He just showed him after the play celebrating for everybody else's work. Jeremiah Moon 1 fumble recovery, Terrell Edmonds 1 fumble recovery. We definitely could have did a better job capitalizing on mistakes. Those mistakes we only got field goals on. Should have did a better job there. But overall, a good game. He played his game, we played ours, and he was able to make plays, and we weren't. That's basically what it was. JT Daniels let me down on a few throws that would have gave us first downs, put us in 3rd and long situations. Maybe I should have ran it a little more, but when we saw our man coverage, we were comfortable, and unfortunately, it didn't work out. So, but that's pretty much going to do it for us. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We will see you next time on Here We Go.